Hello, everyone. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome back to Reggae Boyz Commentary. This is the channel where you come together for everything relating to Jamaican football. So, I assume by now you all would have seen what has been transpiring on social media. A lot of players have spoken out about the decision by the Jamaican government to allow 10,000 vaccinated fans to attend the Gibson McCook relays at the end of the month. I've made it clear that it feels like not only a slap in the wrist, but adding more salt in the wounds. 2 days, 2 days after our elimination from World Cup qualifying, this party decides to free up the stadium. So I asked the question already in a video on Saturday, why this couldn't have been done for the Reggae Boyz. What's the reason? Because I believe minimum 10,000 fans could have easily been spaced out in a 35,000 seater capacity stadium. At a push, I would say even 12,000 could do the trick. Watch Waga go on for champs and watch Waga go on for Carifta games. Trust me. You're going to see fans at those events as well. Mark my words. So the Reggae Boyz took to Twitter on Glena's post on the matter. And they had some interesting things to say. Before I tell you what Mikel Antonio says and read out what Mikel Antonio said, let me just say that you had Corey Burke that did the clap hands emoji, I'm assuming in a sarcastic way. You had Ravel Morrison who was laughing. You had Junior Flemings that said that this was unacceptable and an absolute disgrace. Damien Lowe shared the story, shared it in his story. So clearly the boys are livid about it. Look what Mikel Antonio says. This is embarrassing. How can we achieve anything if we're battling against the people that are meant to be helping us? 2 massive games to help us get to the World Cup, and the government give no support, no fans. When we had fans, we only had 5,000. Football must not be as important to them as it is to the nation and the fan that support the team and believe. I have so much more to say, but I've said enough for now. And let me tell you guys something. Mikel Gregory Antonio is 150% spot on with every single word and letter. Team achieve. Think about it. Think about it. How can the team achieve if person that are supposed to be helping you are not helping you? Without the government and corporate Jamaica, it was always going to be a difficult task. And you take away a valuable stakeholder, an important stakeholder in the fans. Fans that are supposed to be there for you through thick and thin. And where were they? Where? Not allowed. But 2 days later, you give the approval for Gibson McCook relays. A high school event. A high school track and field event versus a professional football event, the World Cup qualifiers, which is a precursor to the greatest ever football competition and sporting competition in the world. The biggest sport and the best sport ever invented. The best sport ever invented. The best game ever invented. The World Cup has much more viewership, much more audience, much more support than a World Championships, than the Olympic Games, and even the Cricket World Cup final where 1 billion people in India watch. Football is the biggest and best sport in the world. And the football fraternity has been literally spot on. That's exactly what has happened. I've said what I've had to say already. We can go on and on. We know that we're living in a pandemic. I know that I'm living in a pandemic. But you have countries in the world, and I'll state it again, that have more cases than Jamaica on a daily basis, more deaths than Jamaica on a daily basis. And guess what? They are still having fans hugging up each other and kissing up each other in stadiums all across Europe and the wider extension of the world. I don't want to downplay what this virus is, but it's like we're counting flu numbers at this point in time. We're basically counting the number of people in the world that have flu. I'm not downplaying what COVID can do to people. And I'm not saying that you should be reckless. You must still have precautions. Temperature check, vaccination, wearing of mask. I even said if somebody is apprehensive toward vaccination, then you have a testing booth outside the stadium, and if you're negative, you walk in the stadium with your ticket. That's my recommendation. And if you're positive, you go your yard, or you go in a facility where you can be watched and monitored. But at this point, it's just frustrating, embarrassing. I'm just flabbergasted by it, really. The people that you're supposed to help, you're not helping. Do you know how much support, recognition, attention the government of Jamaica would receive if we qualified for this World Cup? Jamaica would be instantly everybody's second favorite team at the World Cup. The brand itself would draw the attention. The brand itself would attract the government. The brand itself would draw names and revenue and different revenue streams. But we're not thinking about that. We're not thinking about that. And I hope that more players come out and show how livid they are of the situation. I hope more Jamaican-born players, all Reggae Boyz, all of them. I want the head coach to come out about it. I want the assistants to come out about it. I want the JFF president to lash them. Let me repeat. I am not telling you who to vote for. That is not my objective with this channel. It's to give you the facts. And you can only go based on the facts. And let me repeat, I am not telling you who to vote for. But the other party that was in power gave support to football endlessly. The house in Cherry Gardens, the nutrition with Grace Kennedy, Portia Simpson Miller, PJ Patterson ensured that that was a priority. I will leave it there. Reggae Boyz fans, thank you so much for tuning into another video on this channel. I'll repeat for a third time. I am not telling you who to vote for, like Oral Tracy did. That's his opinion, and I will respect his opinion. But I'm not going to tell you who you should vote for. I'm just showing you the evidence based on the two parties that are in the government. Reggae Boyz fans, thank you so much for tuning into another video on this channel. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more content. Take care.